Hi, welcome to this video day, which is on the 5th of July. We are on Tuesday. Today's video, we're going to look at trend following big trends and updates some pairs we looked at in a video a couple of weeks ago. The pairs we will be looking at are going to be Euro USD, Euro JPY. We also want to look at the USD against a Euro correlated currency, which is the Czech krona, so USD CZK. We'll go over to the charts in just a moment. Now, in terms of the markets, we have a lot of volatility. Big trends are there. Most traders make fatal errors in terms of trying to catch big trends. They just cannot do it. They make simple errors. I just want to go through some tips to help new traders or traders who are struggling to catch big trends do so and trade them with confidence. Now, in relation to the pairs, what we will do is we are going to take a look at them right now. But just before we do so, please do keep in mind, it is my view as of right now. It can, of course, change in line with market action and conditions. If you want to learn all our trading techniques and check out our daily technical sentiment analysis of 14 FX pairs, you can get live access to our member center on the link beneath this video. You can also follow our Facebook page and join our Facebook group of traders if you wish. Right, what we're going to do, take a look at the first trade setup, which is going to be Euro USD. Just on the chart of Euro USD, which I drew earlier today, there has been significant price movement since I drew the chart. So I'll go through levels if you wanted to come into this pair on the short side. This morning we're about 300 pips up on our trade, but our targets, par, then 96. That means another 900 pips on the downside. Okay, now if you want to catch big trends, I'll go through technically how you do it in a moment, but you need to know the big fundamentals behind the chart. Do very simple fundamental analysis. Big fundamentals drive big trends. The fundamentals been bearish all year for the euro in our view, and even last year, about 11% fall so far, a lot further to go on the downside. Let's just go and do a quick review of the fundamentals, and then we'll come back and do the technicals. Right, just on an article I saw earlier on CNBC, and you can see the headline, Euro 20-year low as recession fears build. Okay, now we said a few months ago, recession, a high odds probability in Eurozone. Last couple of videos we said it was odds on. It is odds on, but in terms of the majority in the market or large number of traders, they're now seeing that, and the euro is falling hard. Now it's got a lot further to fall because the recession could be a lot worse than traders are seeing at the moment. Also, you have the problem of maybe even the insolvency of a country in Eurozone. I just want to quickly flick through some other charts, just to go through my views of why we're just ultra bearish. Euro area inflation, you can see it's just gone parabolic to the upside. Obviously, the Russia-Ukraine crisis has been a lot to blame for the spike in inflation. The ECB are going to raise interest rates. That's what the market believes. Market is pricing a rate of 1.5% by the end of the year. Even if they do that, okay, which I doubt, that's not going to help inflation come down, is it? And the USD holds a significant yield advantage anyway. I don't think the ECB can raise rates. I'll come back to that in a moment, the solvency of countries, but just want to go through some charts in terms of recession very quickly, which I think I showed in my last video, but showing them again for new viewers. This one comes from Robin Brooks. Two Western Europe economies on the front line of war in Ukraine. Italy, Orange, Germany who have their manufacturing PMIs. Did I say earlier it's a leading economic indicator? Well, if I didn't, it is. Chart one and the forward-looking orders minus inventories. Second chart fall sharply. Eurozone going into recession. Posted a couple of weeks ago this chart. You can see falling. There's some other European countries there as well. And here is orders and inventories falling. That indicates recession. It's a chart from TS Lombard. Manufacturing recession is already here. Again, I posted this a couple of weeks ago in the weekly market update. So there were indications a recession was coming. Okay, It is. Now, it could get a lot worse because, yeah, obviously, Russia-Ukraine crisis has spiked energy costs. Now, what if Mr. Putin were to cut off the gas entirely to Europe? Posted this chart a few days ago. Shows gas coming into Europe. Okay, look at Belarus, collapsed. Nord Stream 1 collapsing. Ukraine pipelines holding up pretty well. I personally think, yeah, you will get a total gas cut off. That is disaster for the zone in terms of confidence, in particular for the German economy. Okay, now in terms of the ECB raising rates, I just want to get these two charts before we go back to Euro USD. Sorry, let me find them. Okay, you've got one currency, as it says here, many interest rates. You do. Okay, the ECB raise interest rates. Borrowing costs in terms of bonds are different in different countries. The interest rate goes up, so do bond yields. Now, Germany can take higher borrowing costs, but not Italy. Okay, really weak nation. So, can the ECB raise rates? If they do, it's already in the price. But I think they're going to struggle. They say they're going to force bond yields down in the poorer nations with their anti-fragmentation tool. I just don't think it will work, basically. I don't think they can do it legally. I won't go into too much detail about it here. You can read more info in the site and on our blog. If bond yields get out of control, you do have the possibility of a real liquidity crisis, not just in Italy, maybe in Spain, maybe in Greece. A lot of nations are obviously very, very weak. So, yeah, in the situation in Eurozone is kind of really bad. I just can't see it getting better. I can only see it getting worse. Of course, we might be wrong, but from our perspective, Euro's had a big fall. It's got further to go on the downside. Right, let's go back to our chart of Euro USD. On Euro USD, need to make changes to our position. I also want to give an idea of how you could come into this trade fresh. We're just going to go and look at the updated price action. But in terms of just before we do so, if you look at our technicals, this is just for new viewers. They're extremely simple. You don't need to make them complicated when you've got a big view of the big fundamentals. Okay, so you can keep it nice and simple. Also, what I would say in terms of anyone to trade bigger moves, don't look at price action too much. You get traders who look all day. Okay, if you do that, you're going to make impulsive trades. You're going to react to moves in shorter time frames that mean nothing. Your emotions will get involved. So we look once London open, and now I'm going to look as we come in to the close. Okay, now in terms of Euro USD, that's a nice red in our favour. We're now up 450 pips. Okay, so that's a decent profit, but we're focused on the longer term. We think could be 800 plus pips more to come. Okay, now in terms of coming in fresh to the trade, how would you do it? My own view is you've got a nice red. I would come in with a small trade. It's a significant red candle, just in case of follow through, but also keep some money in reserve for the first bounce. Now, where could we bounce to if we do rally? I think you want to be looking at these two tails over here, previous lows, about 103.50. Okay. Now, in terms of stop, what about a stop? You could have it behind this level. I'd like to have normally my stop behind the second level. Where is second level? We got a round number at 104. Always important in terms of order flow. You got the body just above the level. So I'm going to bring our stop down to 104.30. This is subjective, but if you got enough profit, you'll always take half your profit in if you got the trade open, and then basically wait to sell the first rally. Okay. Now, in terms of, just go back to this chart. A lot of traders, kind of get frustrated when the move doesn't come quickly. Like in the last video, I was saying, sell to 106, but you kind of get up there again, chop around, then you get the big fall. Be patient, okay? Focus on the longer term, okay? A lot of traders get kind of frustrated because you get a lot of stop-start in the markets, don't you? Don't. Focus on the big picture. Do not judge your performance over weeks or a month or two. It needs to be over the longer term, okay? Now, in terms of the euro, I just want to go back and look at the monthly chart. The big trend in the euro over the last year, it's clearly down. That is a fall of 16%. And obviously, we're looking for a move down to 96. We may even go lower than that. Things are so bad in Eurozone. I know one person just trades Euro USD, done it over the last year, 4-to-1 leverage, okay? Hardly made any trades, and they've made just over 40%. So it just shows, yeah, focusing on the long-term big trends, what you can get. Now, we don't just trade Euro USD. We normally have a few trades on. What I'm particularly interested in the moment is Euro JPY. All right, Euro JPY. Now, just want to go through the price action this pair. We had the big rally up here. We'd actually taken a short position. We got taken out, and she really ran onto the upside to 144. Yen got sold off hard because it's got negative yield. Okay, so other currencies appreciated against it. Then we have a correction. Market still extremely bearish of the yen, bullish of other currencies. We pushed up again into the 144 level. Couldn't get through. Then we try one last push, and then we come down. Okay, now the yen is its hated major currency, deeply oversold due to having negative rates, of course, but euro has negative rates as well, doesn't it? Now, in terms of what we said already, we don't think Eurozone can raise rates the way the market thinks, so we think the euro will go down. Little bit of profit since our entry this morning, but things have got a little bit better. So just do the same as I did with Euro USD. We'll look at the price chart now. Now, in terms of, we're up to about 350 pips now. And I think we will, you saw my levels a minute ago, get down to the 134 level where I'm highlighting these bodies here. And then 132, these candles over here. We could go even lower, but how would you play this one if you wanted to come in? Well, you're at a round number, 139.80. Go through the low of the day, 138.80. So you're clear of the round number. Where would you place your stop, or where would you put in an extra trade? I recommend putting in a small one, adding in an extra one on a rally. We got another round number at 140, that tail there. So that's the first level of resistance. Where's the second level? I will go here behind these two bodies. So you're 140.98, I would say, behind the round number, 141.20. Then look for a move down to 134, then 132. So I think, that we could even overrun this level and basically get back to chart lows. But hey, if we did get to 132, we'd be more than happy. Last pair, one I particularly like, USD CZK. Right, USD CZK. Now, in terms of this pair, I'll just go through some background. We became interested in it back in February. We just felt there would be an invasion of the Ukraine. You had that really good move to the upside. I think it's about 15%. Okay. Then we fell back. We tried to take a long there, got stopped out. Drifted lower. There was talks about a ceasefire maybe between Russia and Ukraine. We didn't believe that, and we managed to get a really great long trade there. Then we came down, tried to buy there, didn't work out for us. Then we bought in this zone here. It's taken a little while, but it's gathering a little bit of pace to the upside now. And obviously, Russia-Ukraine war affects the Eastern European currencies, the HUF and the PLN as well, and also the euro going down. With I think it's 90% of exports in the Czech Republic go to Eurozone. Basically, if Eurozone slows up, that should weigh on the Czech krona as well. We do not see a quick solution between Russia and Ukraine. So going way higher in our view, going up to 25, then 26. Did I say it's almost a 10% move? If I did, apologies, but that's a decent move to the upside from current levels. Now, I play this one in a slightly different way if I was coming in fresh. Here's the chart today, still a nice blue. Look at the two bodies over here. My cursor is, you're at 24.18. The high of the day is around 24.18. Wait for 24.20 to give way. Pop the stop back behind these candles here that I'm highlighting on the left. Also, the support here as well. It's on the low of the day, basically. Then see if we run. If we really start running to the upside, you can tuck your stop behind the 24 level. I'd do it behind that candle tail there, say 23.91. Monthly chart, show it. We're moving up, it is quite choppy, have a bit of spiky action, but we should reach these tails up here. See them at the 26 level. So yeah, there's some pairs to consider. Like I said, earlier, little traders make too much effort in terms of looking at price action or getting really fancy with the technicals. You don't need to. Doing simple fundamental analysis, you can do it. Anyone can. Just takes a little bit of practice, or you can use the recommended sources we use, which I've done a video on. You can check it out, best fundamental analysis sites, or if you wish, you could use our site as a resource as well. So I think I've covered everything I need to. I hope you found the video useful. Thanks for watching it. Take care. Have a good day.